Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day, regardless of where you are going to join me on this live stream or probably watch the recorded one. It's me again, Javan FX. Today I will be looking at an opportunity to where I want to buy, where I want to sell the market using the combination of east and west indicators. So which is the east indicator, candlesticks, which is the west indicator. In my own case, I use uh, the 9 moving average, 21, mostly the 9 moving average, and the stochastic oscillator, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. So right here, first I'm going to look at the currency strength chart. As you guys can see, the yen is the strongest currency right now. So you guys can see here, very, very strong. Followed by the Swiss franc, which is the CHF right here. CAD is going down. The US dollar is falling, despite the fact that the news came up. So the news was not okay for the US dollar. So, and today being on Tuesday, we have a bank holiday on the Japan, right? JPY. But it's unfortunate that it's strong. So what is going on? Actually, I really don't have any idea. I don't know if you have any idea. All right. So, anyways, let's get into the charts here, right here. So first of all, I'm going to start with the AD card. So AD card, my projection actually for the week is sell, but I doubt if it's going to sell. I don't know, but with this candle opening for the week on Monday, on Sunday, without no shadow, no wick at the bottom, it's a consign for me. When I see candle like that, I'm always very, very careful. So normally I'll be expecting price to push up, no doubt, to make a new high, which it actually did, and begin to make its U-turn for a sell for the week. But unfortunately, we are still right here. We're still locking at this level. Monthly time frame is heavily bullish, no doubt. You can see that right here. So I'm expecting a reversal in the future, probably price to come towards this level. You know, now why am I expecting? This is a key level. Market got rejected how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times before this massive breakout. So in the future, I'm expecting a retest to this level before probably maybe the market will continue to push to the upside. All right. So that's what I'll be looking at next in the future. That's in the future. For let me quickly draw my key level of support and resistance right here. So sync globally and monthly time frame, right? Yes. So it's going to be a key level. So this is me, even at this hour, trying to draw my support and resistance pivot point I didn't draw previously. So pardon me while I'm doing that. So we also have a key level here. You can see the break. So let me go a little bit higher because of support to here, resistant key area, right? Yes. All right. So I guess I'll be doing this later on. Here we have this one too, key level of resistance. You can see all those resistance here all the way from here like this, then breakout. Okay, sync globally and lock this one. All right, so quickly, let me quickly do something right here on my other screen quickly. So I want to sell. Opportunity to sell is what I'm interested in, right? Exactly. So that opportunity is not here right now. Okay, so I'm going to find it to see where I can buy and sell the market. Yes, yes. All right, let's get to it. So right now, no opportunity. The market got rejected a little bit from here, hopefully as a result of key areas of resistance. So we got rejection here, one. This is number 2 rejection. All right, And then previously we have a lot of rejection, breakout, break-in, rejected, and now rejection also right here. Okay, so that's one key level of support resistance pivot point area. And I can also see that we have one here too. So let's go with this area where market rejected multiple times. So we have 1, 2, 3, and now 4. So I will be expecting to see this guy push to the downside at the end of this month. Hopefully we'll see. Weekly time frame. So we're not going to concentrate on the monthly because money is made from Monday to Friday. So we're going to talk about the weekly. So the weekly, so like I said, I'm projecting short, but we'll see how it goes. So right here, I can see a slight consolidation, but let's not forget that the price, I mean, the major trend, which is this blue line, is up. Okay, so the long-term view of this market is buy. The short-term view, which was this market making highs and lows, extension, retracement, and previously extension, you know, I'm expecting a retracement in the future, you know, probably here. Then if it wants to buy, maybe it goes up. So that's what I will be expecting to see. So let's see how this daily candle is going to close for the day. Okay, and let's keep our finger crossed and see how things unfold right here. All right. AUDCHF, I'm not getting any opportunity to sell this guy here right now, because even if I want to sell, of course I go to sell on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm not selling without the Western indicator, which is the stochastic oscillator, showing me, okay, I like and aligning myself with that opportunity right there. So right now the oscillator here is telling me it's at a level where price needs to continue to drop, but it has to go up so that I can align my buy or my sell with this area. You know, price goes up and then I can sell, and the stochastic will be dropping down at the same time too. But for now, I'm not seeing that opportunity, so I'm staying out on this one. Even if right here on the weekly time frame, I'm expecting a sell for the week. On this one, the market is already selling, right? Daily, yes. So this market is selling as a result of multiple rejection at this level, and then we have, you know, so there's something I actually want to share quickly. Anytime you see price rejected at a key level 3 times, that means that market is not going to cross that area. So it's going to reverse. So the Japanese, they place more emphasis on the number 3, right? So that's why anytime price goes to at a particular level, support or resistance, and got rejected 3 times, it shows that that place is a strong rejection area whereby we can be looking to go the other way. All right. Now, at this point in time, we can see the market was trending to the upside massively. And at this area, price did what I called last engulfing pattern. Last engulfing this. This candle engulfed this one. And according to the law, all right, according to the rules, the next candle session after the engulfing, the next candle session, which was this, if it's bearish, it has just confirmed that this area is further strong resistance area, and then we should be expecting back to the downside. As you guys can see here, the market is going down. Even if it's very slow, you can see it is pushing to the downside. So I'm not interested in buying or selling in this market. So I'm just going to go out from here. So I'm expecting a sell. This is where I really want to sell this guy. Yeah, I've been waiting patiently for this. And as they say, patience is what actually help you to win this market. Now, something similar happened right here on the AUDJPY. So if we look at the monthly quickly, I don't have my monthly support resistance band yet. I'm going to do that later. Let's just skip away from that. So the market already made a new high. So we have extension from here, extension, retracement, extension, right? Yeah. So we're just going to go away from here like this. Take this out. So after a high, a low must come. And previously, you know, we got this beautiful bearish engulfing. That's awesome right here. So I'm expecting the market to, you know, once it gets here, to sell. So the market actually did make a new high now, but what we don't want to see is market making a high that is price close above this July 1st, 2024 high candle session. July 1st. So this is July 1st, 2024. Right? We don't want to see candle close above it. If candle should close above that high, that means the market wants to continue to buy. So it's going to retrace and then it's going to continue to push to the upside. Let's see how the monthly candle is going to close anyway. But let's put aside the monthly. On the weekly, my projection on this one is sell. Why? Because the long-term view was up. The short-term view too previously was up right here, right? And this week that we are just in right now, I was projecting the short-term view since the long-term view and the short-term view were up last week. So I'm expecting a sell in this one. So let's see how this is going to go. All right. Let's see how it's going to play out. So we have extension, we have a retracement, we have extension all the way to the upside. All right. Daily, the market looks good for buy. Now, unlike the AUD-CHF right here, we have last engulfing right here. We can see the bearish. The market was up. The market created bearish order block, bullish order block, and the market went all the way up. All right. So right here, what happened? The market gapped from this level to this area before, it sold and bought. But before the ending of the day, sellers were able to manage to push price a little bit down here. And then we have this candlestick signal. Now, this candlestick signal after a strong bullish engulfing pattern or a strong bullish candlestick session right here, this becomes a hanging man candlestick signal. One, it's not enough to say, oh, we are going to start selling the market all the way to the downside. All right. So what we need to confirm this sell is this candle right now. So if this candle should close bearish, like for example, let's just assume that the market closes in this area. Now, this 1, 2, 3 put together is a 3 candlestick signal, all right, that reverses a trend. So if that happens, if this candle should close bearish, then the market is going to continue to go down. Hopefully, maybe we are going to see a retrace before it goes down. Why? Because if this candle should close below this hanging man open, that is where we have just confirmed this market to go all the way there. So I'll be looking price to come towards this area. Hopefully tomorrow, or maybe the market is going to wave a little bit and finally it's going to go down. But on the long run, the short-term view that this market is going to go down. So I'm going to be waiting for this man, all right, this candle here, to close. And then I'm going to go all the way to the smaller time frame. Right here on the 4-hour time frame, I can see price is trending to the upside nicely. So I think I didn't do on the 4-hour time frame. Let me check something here. I haven't worked. Yes, I did. I guess I didn't see globally. That's why. All right. So here we go. Take you out and you. So I was supposed to see globally in order for me to have my charts in place, right? Okay, let's get to it. So I have it here. So these are the market structure, all right, in the market. And I also have right here, I have the internal structure. So we have extension, we have retracement, we have extension right here. We have a retracement and we have extension. So for me, it is easy for me to quickly predict, okay, this market, it's going to sell for the week, all right? On the 4-hour time frame right here. All right, here we go. So this is the 4-hour time frame. So when price came all the way to this level, we saw what happened previously at this area here. Beautiful bearish engulfing. So the market sold and it bought again, right? Now, when the market actually took at that high right here, this bearish engulfing high, price actually did what? Try to go all the way up from here, rejected and finally it went up. But before the session closed on the 4-hour time frame, we saw price going down back. Sellers were able to push this price all the way to the downside right there. So at this point, we have a beautiful evening star candlestick signal, but still, price still went all the way up right here and could not make a new high right from this high. Okay, this candle session high, and also created another evening star. And at the same time, we have evening star here, we have evening star here, we have double top, right? And if we look at the stochastic at the time, what is the stochastic? Where is price in the stochastic? Is at overbought area, right? It was at overbought area inside the band right here. And now price is going all the way to the downside, and stochastic is also pushing down. So back in time, if you would have, I don't know the kind of trader you are, maybe a scalper, a day trader. So all of this, when this candle closes, from here to this area right now, on the smaller time frame will be like a tons of money for you, all right? But because I trade from the 1-hour time frame, so I don't have any opportunity to sell this here right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scroll to the 1-hour time frame. I'll be waiting for stochastic also to push from here to this area, all right? Then, while stochastic is pushing all the way from that level, okay, from here to this area, definitely we might see from here, when price comes down, maybe somewhere here, we're going to see a retracement. Then I'll be waiting for a bearish candlestick signal that is going to align with stochastic for me to go down further. That is hopefully if the daily also closes in this manner, all right? And that would be very, very convenient for me to sell the market. But for now, I'm just on the sideline waiting to see if I will get that opportunity. All right, guys, back here, AUD NZD. So AUD NZD right here too. My projection is short for the week so far, and the market is buying with this no shadow, no wick at the bottom. It's a crazy market that I've seen time and time and again, and I'm always careful when I see a candle like that. So what I'm just going to do on this one, I'm just going to wait and see probably for this week to end before probably I'll be saying something different. But right now, I'm staying out of this one. All right. We have here on the 4-hour time frame, last engulfing. Okay. This one is a bullish order block. And then we got bearish candlestick signal that tells us that the market is about to go down. But then, if the market should break below this and close body candle here, hopefully we are going to see further drop towards this level. But right now, I'm just going to, all right, stay on the sideline because I want to see a candlestick signal, all right, on the higher time frame, such as the daily, weekly. AUD/USD. So AUD/USD for me, my projection was this market is going to go up still. And as you guys can see, the market bought already. I don't know how far will this buy stay. Will it come down before the end of the week, or will it stay up before the end of the week? Well, I don't know, but I still project buy for the week. Maybe next week we're going to be seeing sell. Now, right here, right now, we can see what I call, there's a real beautiful movement right here after this bullish candle, and we got this high wave candle. So high wave candle, it's a sign, it's a warning signal that the market is losing its bullish momentum to a bearish. All right, so once you see an high wave candle, based on the educational based on the education or based on the law of trading, an high wave candle, when you see it, is telling you that the market is beginning to shift from buy to sell. And after this high wave candle, guess what happened? Boom, the market sold, created the doji right here, it bought, but eventually still went down to make a new high before we saw this movement. All right, good. So if this market for today stays bearish, we might be seeing further bearish maybe tomorrow. But as long as this high wave candle high stays still the high, right? Although we know that this candle here make a new high, okay, made a new high right there. But as long as a candle did not close above this high wave candle high, we should be expecting more sales to the downside. But for now, I'll just be watching the market and see what is going to unfold right here. Now, here we saw last engulfing pattern on the 4-hour time frame. This one, we saw the bullish order block right here, and we saw this last engulfing. Now, to confirm the sell, it's just one bearish candle. One bearish candle is enough to confirm that the market is going to sell after this bullish order block we found right here, right? The market did really sell off nicely. So if you're trading this on the 15-minute chart, you make tons of money, and you make tons of money. And then at this level, we should be expecting the market going down from here any moment soon if the dollar is strong enough to actually take control of the market. Now, right here, after all this long buy, we saw a spinning top candlestick signal. Now, spinning top candlestick signal is a sign that there is a tug of war between bears and bulls. Okay, so we have equilibrium at this level. Now, who is going to take control after this candle session? The next candle session is going to tell us who is going to take control of the market. Is it the bulls? Is it the bears? But at this very moment right now, I saw that the market created what? Hammer, not hammer, rather at a resistance. It is hammer, but at a resistance it is called a hanging man. Now, after this hanging man candlestick signal, the next candlestick session that followed was a strong bearish, and a close of this strong bearish candlestick signal below this hanging man close rather, it's a sign of a sell in the future. Okay, but guess what happened? We got a spinning top, right? We got a spinning top doji right here, and we got a beautiful doji right here, and then we saw the price start pushing up all the way. But right now it's coming down, so we have to be patient and wait and see how this goes in the future. But on the long run, I'm expecting price to do what? To try to go down. All right, so I will see how the daily is going to close. The daily is going to give a signal for that, right? So for now, I have not seen any selling opportunities, so I'm just going to wait on the sideline and keep monitoring the market and see how far it's going to go. Yep. All right, so I'm just going to stay out on this one for now. CAD CHF. So CAD CHF is a sell. That's my projection for the week, right? It's still a sell. Yep, the market gap, and we have gap here too previously, which is a continuation of this sell side. All right, so it is called window. When one candle gap away from the other candle, it's called window. And if the trend is down, in this case, it's a continuation for the sell to continue. So for now, I'm just going to wait and let that be. CAD JPY. So CAD JPY for me for this week, it's a sell. So we got a beautiful hanging man here, a doji, a spinning top candlestick signal that closes below, all right, or above, or the open of this hanging man. It's a signal for a sell. The market did sold, even eventually bought, but we got this rejection, right? And the market created what I called a kind of slight head and shoulder, or in this case, maybe it's going to be three Buddha top or head and shoulder crown, whatever pattern you want to call it. Okay, and we're expecting further drop towards this area in the future. All right, so right now I'm waiting for further confirmation, which is this candle. All right, and we have a beautiful excuse me, we have a beautiful support right here. Okay, support resistance pivot point from the monthly time frame. which is a very key area. So probably today or maybe tomorrow, we want to see price close below, right? We also have a key level of support here. So if the market JPY is strong enough, probably we're going to see a very large candle that's going to crush through, and probably reject and continue to go down. We'll see how things unfold in the future, right? Let's keep our eyes on this daily candle and see how it closed for today. I mean, the weekly candle right here. And on the daily, wow. So on the daily, we have a beautiful opportunity of a sell, right? Beautiful one. After this beautiful bullish movement right here, guys. So we got this, oh, not here. We got this high and low, and then we have this high right here. Daily. So right now, what can we see? Do we notice something from here? Yes, I do. We got last engulfing, right? Bullish order block, right? So last engulfing, the market bought, but guess what? The market did not open the same area, right? No, the market did not open at the same area. The market closed right here, but did what? Price gapped all the way up right here. It bought, and then it sold nicely, but buyers were able to manage to push price all the way inside back to this level. Now, this, if for example, this candle closes somewhere around here, this would have been a beautiful, beautiful, what I call dark cloud cover. And dark cloud cover is a candlestick pattern that reverses a trend. So when you see a dark cloud cover on the chart, you want to be careful to look for opportunity to sell in this scenario, because price is at a key level of resistance, and you guys can see that the market has been rejecting from this area. So let's just take this for now. Since January 22, all right, January 22, we saw the rejection from that week, and we saw a massive rejection, and then finally bearish engulfing right there, right? So now price came back all the way to that area, and now it is also rejecting from this area. Now, there's one thing that is so interesting I'm going to talk about right now. Okay, so this, for example, like I said, if assuming this candle closes below right here, this would have been considered a dark cloud cover, because for it to be a dark cloud cover, after the gap up and start coming down, the market must close 50%, below 50% of the previous session, all right, which was this candle. So 50% of this session is right here, the 50% area, all right, it's just right here. You guys can see that, right? That's it right there. So if price should close, for example, actually this candle, I'm saying this candle session, which is on the 9th of February, which was yesterday, if assuming it closes below this area and closes below it, this would have been a beautiful dark cloud cover candlestick signal, and I will be very happy. By now, I would have been selling this market, in the sense that, of course, I will expect a little pushback, then I'll be selling on the smaller time frame. So all of this money right now, I'll be making all this money. But since the buyers were able to push price back up, you know, from here, they did actually push price all the way back inside. It's difficult to say, oh, now I'm going to be selling. I can't sell right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait. Right now I'm waiting, right? Yes, for this candle to close. Then I wait for pullback, sell at this area to the downside. All right. So right now I'm just waiting. Okay, I'm just waiting here right now. Now, if this candle should close like this, this will be called blended candle. So now it is not just this that is going to close 50%, because already it has already passed. So it didn't close 50% below this last week Friday candle session, right? It pushed higher. So if this candle should successfully close like this, for example, it has accomplished what this yesterday, on Monday, yesterday candle should have accomplished. This will be the one to accomplish it. If it closes like this, that's confirm our sell on the smaller time frame. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to the 1 hour time frame and wait for price to go 50% area wherever and look for candlestick signal. All right, then I'm going to sell. But before I sell, I must make sure that the Western indicator, which is the stochastic on the 1 hour time frame, is confirming also that right now I can sell. So if this candle should close bearish, we are going to be having what I called three Buddha Buddha top, right? We're going to have three Buddha top. So we have 1, 2, 3, or you can call it head and shoulder if you want. All right. So this is the daily. I'm just going to take my counter trend line and just put it like this. I'm not trading from the daily, of course, no. You know, I'm not trading from the daily, so I'm just going to leave this like this right here. So I'm going to put an alarm to get the signal if the daily actually did close below that trend line that is serving as a counter trend line. So once the daily close body candle below that counter trend line, then I am good to look for an opportunity to sell the market on the 5-minute chart. So I mean on the 1 hour time frame. So right here on the 4 hour time frame, I can clearly see that previously the market structure was up, and now we have first extension leg to the downside, which is the market with 50% right here right now, and then the market retrace all the way to the upside right here. So right now I can see what the market is doing here. Okay, you can say we have a double top. Okay, we can also say right now we have a three Buddha top. We have the first resistance here, we have the second, which is the highest, and then we have this one, right? Or we can also call it if we like, but I think this is three Buddha top in my own personal humble opinion. So it also reverses a trend. Okay, and that's what we are having right here right now. So we have a beautiful setup. So if the daily candle closes the way I am projecting for it to close, then we are going to see price push up for a retest somewhere. Okay, and then I'll be looking for a sell on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, all right, so that is what I have on this guy right here. So I think I have a lot of stuff. Let's see. No, okay, I think I'm going to take you off. All right, beautiful. Here we go. And CHF JPY. So CHF JPY, it's a sell. That is what I'm projecting, but it's kind of difficult to be projecting a sell in the moving train the market that's going up, right? But it's okay, not a problem. We'll see. Just monitor the market and see how the daily is going to close. So if the daily closes strong bearish engulfing, then we should be expecting sell the next day. So far, just going to stay out at this market right here. Stay out and see how things unfold. Euro AUD, I'm projecting a buy on this one, but it seems like the market doesn't want to move. It doesn't want to go anywhere. Yes, it doesn't want to go because even if you look at the currency, the euro is weak, right? The New Zealand too is also weak. It's not moving. The yen is really pushing up. I think yen would have gotten more stronger than the way it is, but it didn't. Why? Because of bank holiday. Even despite the fact that there is a bank holiday, the yen is pulling its strings this way. Imagine there is no bank holiday. Whoa, it would have been massive. It would have been massive in the market today, if not because of the bank holiday in Japan. It would have the yen would have, give many people tons of money, and at the same time a lot of losses for some people, right? But anyway, it is what it is. So right here on the weekly time frame, euro what? Euro AUD. Okay, so I'm expecting price to come towards this level, which actually might actually not happen. This is where I'm expecting price to come to, but it might not happen because of So this was a projection I projected some time ago. That was around let me see, August 25, 2005, last year. So my projection was price is going to come down here, and actually it did. You guys can see that. So at this point in time, we have a 50% upcoming down market wave. This pink line you are seeing, that is what it's actually saying. We have this beautiful movement. Why? Because it's a weekly time frame, right? Because it took out the borderline low right here. So we have extension, retracement, extension, and now we have a new extension because it has taken out that low. Yeah, you see that? So after that, we'll be expecting a buy, a retracement before further sell. That's if the market is going to sell. All right, right here. So right now I'm just holding up. Price is at a key level of support, and as you can see, it's moving sideways. Right, price is moving sideways, and we have an early signal. One of the early signal of candlestick signal patterns that reverses the trend is what we have right here, morning star, right? Morning star. So we don't want to see price making or closing, even if it makes a new high, a new low. We don't want to see price close below this candle low, right? Yes, we got a sell, and now it's struggling to go all the way up, right? Because the euro is weak. Of course, when we check the currency strength chart, you can see that the euro is weak, right? Right here. You see that? The euro is really weak. Even the fact that Australian dollar is also weak, you can see it down right here. Okay. Let's say we take out the rest of this, and you guys can see that this is the euro and this is the Aussie dollar right here. So while the Aussie dollar is trying to push up, the euro is trying to go down. That is really, really crazy right now, right? So I'm just going to wait. Just wait, nothing more. Wait. Okay. Eurocard. What are we looking at? Eurocard right here. Weekly time frame. So everything is up, 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 up. Okay, here we go. Right here. Market structure is up. So what do we have? We have the internal structure, extension, retracement, extension. So the market bought to this level, made a new high, right? But has not yet made a new low, and we are inside this level. So key level of support also on the weekly and the monthly time frame right here. So the idea is consolidate and continue to drop, right? So the long-term view is up, the short-term view is down. For this week, I'm expecting market to go up, but unfortunately right now it was buying actually, but it has turned to bearish. Will it stay bearish or will it eventually go bullish? Well, I don't know. You know, the market can do whatever it wants to do when it wants to do it, as long as it likes to do it, you know. So right now we have on the daily the same scenario. We have the extension leg all the way to the upside. Oh, this was a massive loss back in time, eh? All right, here right now, so the market is kind of like what will I call this? We have this and price going like this. What is this? This is megaphone. Is this megaphone? A megaphone chart pattern. Yeah, there is actually what is called a megaphone chart pattern. So right now, for me, I was projecting buy for the week, but it seems like the market wants to be consolidating. So I don't know. I'm just going to stay out and watch and see how it goes. EUR CHF, wow, it's a sell. Anyway, it's a sell. That was my projection, you know, sell for the week, and now the price is really pulling down. Note that you guys can see the sell massively, right? It sold yesterday and now it's continuing the sell-off again. So extension, retracement, everything is down right now. And the market gap, remember I talked about gap. Once price gap to the downside, it's like continuing the trend. So it's a sell. So I'm just staying out on this one. Euro GBP, my guy. Yeah, Euro GBP for me is still a buy. It's buying. That's still the projection because of the now we have the internal structure right here. Okay, we have this taking out this high. That's the internal structure right there. Okay, and this is going to be green. Daily. Yes, good. So right here, it is still a buy. The market wave, which is the blue line, is explaining to us that long term this market is still going up, right? Still going up. Yes, it's still a buy. On the weekly time frame, the same thing. The blue line is telling us buy, buy, and it's going to continue to buy. So at this point in time, when price came here, you know, it did this last week, and then nothing more than me expecting this market to push up, and then it actually did push up nicely right to this area, but dropped down a little bit. But I'm still expecting further buys to the upside. Okay, yes, this was a massive breakout from this level, and then retested it 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it's going to be successful by closing body candle above this area for further buys in the future. The monthly time frame here just gave us, you know, first leg extension, which means the long-term view market is buy, right? Monthly time frame, and the short-term view, last month price was down right here. What's happening? Excuse me, guys. Let me take out this stuff. All right, so right here, so price was down here last month, and then the short-term view should be buy to the upside, right? Short-term view should be buy to the upside, and you can see price is pushing up already. Come on, what's going on? So let's go to the daily. Daily, the market is buying, as you can see. So still buy. And then on the 4-hour time frame, oh, I almost forgot. We have, that's Euro GBP, right? Let me quickly check here on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, yeah, already fixed that. So I'm going to see globally. Yes, that's it. So we have the fourth extension leg, right, on the 4-hour time frame. So in the future, we might be seeing price retracing to the downside, maybe somewhere here, I don't know, for a retracement before we're going to see further buys, right? So right now I'm just holding on. So now I'm doing nothing actually right now. This one, it's a sell, no doubt. That was my projection, Euro JPY. But I'm not going to sell blindly because I want to sell. Let's get to Euro JPY here. I don't know if I actually had my chart prepared here. Let's see. Pardon me for all of this. Just have to quickly check. Okay, I did it. All right, I have it prepared like this. All right, there you go. Okay, so Euro JPY. Euro JPY. So it was a predicted sell for me, just like what happened on AUD JPY, what we were explaining previously, right? Yeah. So we didn't have a last engulfing here, but we got this hanging man. Price closed below the close of that hanging man. It was a sell. Price actually did went up right here, but sellers did push price down back here and leave this massive weak rejection right here. And then right here we got a doji, a bullish. So this, if this candle closes bearish, this will be considered last engulfing. And then the next candle session, which is going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, we should be expecting further sales to the downside. And at that time, the Bank of Japan would have come back from their holiday. Hopefully, we're going to see a massive drop by tomorrow if this did accomplish the sell side of what I'm expecting to see. All right. Then I'm just going to chill. That means this week, rather, because this is a weekly time frame. On the other hand, wow, if this candle closes the way it's moving in the next is the daily time frame, the next 6 hours, if this candle closes bearish, we're going to be waiting for a pullback towards 50% area before the sell, because it's going to sell. Yes, it is going to sell. So we have a 3 Buddha top. All right, if you ask me, 3 Buddha top. So in this scenario here, we have last engulfing right here and bearish. Now this bearish, the market gap up also, and then it closed very slight in towards this area. This to this candle is called counter attack, right? That's the name for it, counter attack. These two. Now, if this candle closes the way it is moving towards the downside on the daily time frame, I just confirm a beautiful sell in the future. So I'm just going to wait for 50%, okay, retracement area, and then I'm going to finish this market right here. All right, guys. So that's what I'm looking at on the Euro JPY on the daily time frame. Let's check Euro JPY here on the daily. Yes, I actually did prepare my chart here, but I did not sync globally, so I can have it on my analysis charts. All right, pardon me. Huh? Okay, I think I have it right there now. Exactly, so everything is in place. So I'll be just, chilling. Market is going to drop to this level long term when it's ready, to this area, and it's going to bounce up again before we see further sell. All right, Euro NZD. So Euro NZD, it's is a mess, and I'm saying that it's a mess because it refuses to go up, just like we have Euro AUD. So bullish engulfing is a reversal pattern, okay, of a trend, of a current trend. The current trend based on the inner structure, okay, these orange lines, the inner structure, this market is sell, and price was here, okay, price was here when the market opened on Friday, price was here. So for me, we have extension and now we have a retracement. So we're supposed to have extension to the downside, right? But before the market open, my projection is price should buy, not sell. Now, why am I projecting the market to buy when the market is falling? Well, excuse me, let me quickly do something right here. Remove. All right, perfect. So I have, all right, we're good. So we have the fourth extension leg, which is from the weekly time frame perspective, market wave, the bigger picture, right? And we have the smaller structure right here. So this candle is a high wave candle, okay? Although it's bearish, but it's a high wave candle at a key level of support. All right, we saw many rejection here and finally broke out. All right, so price came there to retest that area one more time, and I'm expecting market to push up. And let's not forget, when price was coming down, we have 1, 2, and 3. What candles are these? These are 3 dark crow. All right, 3 dark crow. Now, what is the psychology behind 3 dark crow, or the law? Is that price must reverse to retest the last candle in this case, or the middle candle, right? So for me, I'm expecting that to happen before we are going to see further sell in the future. Who knows? The market can even decide to come all the way to this level before it decides to go down. All right. So this is what I'm calculating here right now, and that was what I calculated during the weekend when I was making my weekly plan. And I said, okay, if this is the extension, all right, I'm expecting the retracement, which is the short-term view is going to be buy, not long-term, but short-term. So when the market opened, the market started doing what? It started buying, it bought to this level, and now it's going down. right? And now we are stuck right here. So we'll see how the market is going to go for the week. But so far, let's go all the way to the daily and see what is happening right here on the daily time frame. Yeah, on the daily time frame, we saw last week we got on Wednesday right here, bullish engulfing. So bullish engulfing reverses the trend. We know that for sure, but it's not just going to reverse the trend immediately. They're going to have some fight because the bulls are not just going to give up, because they saw a bullish engulfing and they are going to start afraid to. No, they're not going to do that. So we have a key level of what resistance here. We can see what happened here. So the bulls, the bears are right here, and that's why we got this beautiful sell, bearish engulfing, right? Now, if this, as I can look at the market here right now, I can see that this is the last bearish engulfing, or better still, that's the name, last engulfing, but in this case it's bearish, so I can say last bearish engulfing. Now, what is going to confirm the buy? Only one thing, the bulls. All right, one thing is going to confirm the buy. And what is that one thing that's going to confirm the buy? It is this bullish candle. So this bullish candle closing the way it did doesn't actually give us more power that the bulls are going to step in this market and push price up, because right now both the bears and the bulls are really battling this one. They are trying to battle it out within themselves. So right now I'm just going to stay out. All right, just going to stay out and let the bulls and the bears do their thing. So by the end of today, we're going to decide where, if it's going to continue to push up or maybe it's going to continue to go down. We are going to see after the close of today. Meanwhile, on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have here? I took this market for a buy, closed my position because I saw price was going down, so I'm just going to delete that. Okay, here we have what is called this is Euro NZD, right? Let's go here, Euro NZD on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, there you go. Right here, you see that? That's Euro NZD right here. So we have price breaking this internal structure high, okay, right here. But we saw this beautiful shooting star. It's a beautiful one, eh? So a shooting star candlestick stick signal does not reverse it. It's not part of the major candlestick signal that reverses a trend. All right. If not, we would have seen, we have all of this market going up like this, and this. If shooting star candlestick signal is one of the candlestick signal that reverses, or the major one of the major rather, that reverses a trend, then we'll be seeing price going down in the future. It's going to take out this low right here. But I don't think that's going to happen based on what we just checked on the higher time frame. All right, I'm expecting a buy, a retracement. And if we look at the bigger picture, the market has been selling for some time. We have extension, bigger picture, right? And here. So I'm expecting a retracement. And this right now, my friends, it's what? That's a head and shoulder, if you want to call it head and shoulder. And also I can call it the inverted 3 Buddha bottom, not Buddha top this time, inverted one, right? So we have the first crown area, we have the middle one, and hopefully we have this one here. So at this very time, I want to see price change direction and start to push all the way up. So I'm in for buying on this one, but I'm not buying, of course, on the 4-hour time frame. I'm buying on the 1-hour time frame. And so you guys can see here right now, already been projected for the buy. So maybe the market is still going to go down, but I doubt. Now I have my I have right here with me the stochastic right here, okay, the Western indicator at a key level right down here. You guys can see that, right? You can see right here. So at this point, I'm expecting price to do what it wants to do and eventually show me the way all the way up, right? We got a beautiful doji right here. Okay, we got a beautiful doji right here, and then we saw the price is shifting from the upside to the downside right here. But then the bears and the bulls are trying to fight it out right here. So I'm just going to wait. So the daily, like I said, the daily time frame is going to give us where we are looking at price going to short term for a buy. Okay, maybe sell. All right, and then we have the first extension leg on the 1 hour time frame, and hopefully this retraced, and then market made a new high, because at this level we got a lower high here, okay, a very tiny lower high here, and then the market made a high. Hopefully this is a low, right? And then we want to see price push all the way to the upside. We'll see how that unfolds by the ending of today on the daily time frame. And let's move on to Euro USD. So Euro USD, we're just going to go all the way to the monthly time frame right here. It's messy, okay? It's always messy on the monthly time frame for me, but right here on the monthly time frame, let's quickly talk about something. Market is moving sideways, no doubt. You guys can see that, of course. It's moving sideways, right? And now we are at the key level of resistance, and we saw this beautiful high wave candle. It's long wick at the top, long wick at the bottom, price close at the middle. So it makes sense. Normally, we'll say price should go to make a new high, or probably attempt to make a new high and got rejected, right? But right now, there is no such thing. Rather, the market is pushing higher because, of course, it is weak, right? The dollar is weak and euro is stronger, right? Yes. Right here we got, I forgot to put this here, so I have to put something here. So we got what I called massive rejection right here, okay? Monthly, okay, right there. So support and resistance pivot point right there. So we got massive rejection here, right? And that was the past. So massive rejection. The market is rejecting also right here. As a matter of fact, it got rejected September 1, 2025. Price got rejected here at this key level here, and then also rejected last month, which is January 1st right here. So even if price is trying to attempt, you know, to cross it here, but still also rejecting at that level. Anyways, this is a high wave candle. Like I said earlier, what does a high wave candle, what does it stand for? It stands for markets, you know, trying to shift from the present trend to a new trend. All right, and let's hope that is going to happen. Hopefully we'll see. And we can look at the stochastic right here. It's at already overbought area, right? Yes. So let's see what's going on. Let's go to the weekly. So the weekly, we got this nice bullish, bearish shooting star. Bearish shooting star. So we also saw that price also gapped. Okay, I have too much lines here. So the market also, this green line is as a result of the gap that happened right here. But you know what happened? This candle already gave us that this gap right here is no longer valid. All right, because this candle closed below this Monday, January 19 candle high. This last week candle closes below it. That means that gap has already been terminated. So we'll be expecting a sell in the future. But like I said, shooting star, bearish shooting star is not one of the major candlestick signals that reverses the trend. So I'm not even concerned about this one. And that was the reason why I projected long for the week on this market. Anything can happen in the future, you know, it's normal. And then we got our consolidation. Let me make it thicker so we can see it very well. Maybe I can give it another color. Pink, right? Let's make it pink so we can know that there is a consolidation there. So that consolidation resistant area is serving as a strong resistance also for the price to break through to the upside, just like it did previously here, but actually did came and close inside it. So now we have strong bullish candle at trying to cross it, you know, and the market gapped down previously, but started buying without no shadow or wick at the bottom of it. So that's a massive buy right there. And the dollar is also weak, you know. But then we should also be expecting a sell in the future, because I am looking at price coming to 50% area before it goes down. All right. So right now I'm just I actually missed my buy on this one, because at the time the buy started, I was, according to my timer, I must sleep. you know, I must sleep. So it was really painful for me to wake up and see the market already left me. So I didn't catch all these buys. It was so painful, so painful. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. All right, let's move on. So take this out. So right here, we are just going to look at price action. Okay, price action is what is going to happen right here on the daily time frame, nothing more than that. So we got a beautiful sell, we got this hanging man, and candle closes below this hanging man right here, so we should be expecting further sell to the downside. But then price must return to all of this area. Actually, it's a premium area, right? It's a premium area, and then we have a supply area. So at this point, we'll see what's going to happen. But right now, a sell is going to come. I don't know when, but it's going to happen when it is actually ready. We'll be looking at the market from the weekly, also on the daily, how things are going to unfold. Just like we have Euro AUD, we also have the same thing on GBP AUD. As you guys can see right here, price is actually fighting its way to go to the downside. I am not accepting this. Okay, let's see. Why am I having you here? Delete. All right. So we already have a GBP AUD. Let me quickly check here. GBP AUD on the weekly time frame. So I was meant to sync globally here. Lock this one. So what do we have? Sync globally, sync globally, sync globally. All right, I think I'm done with that. So let's get back to our chart right here. All right, so we have no, quickly. All right, that's it. So right here now, we have extension 50% to the downside, upcoming market wave, upcoming, because previously the market wave was up the blue line, and then we have the pink line indicating a sell, right? Actually, I didn't put my support to resistance pivot point areas. Let me see if I have it here. Yes, I did. So I'm just going to sync globally quickly in order for us to be able to spot our support and resistance pivot point areas. Sync globally, and sync globally. All right, let's get back to it right here. Okay, so price is at, on the monthly time frame, a key level. You guys can see all of that. Resistance, massive support, and then price is struggling to break through from that area. Will it accomplish it? Well, I really don't know, but you can see the market is very, very heavy. When we talk about selling, it's very heavy for selling. All right, so I'm going to put one here. This is so I'm going to see globally. Key level of support, if it actually did breakthrough, it's going to approach this area before probably we'll be talking about market going all the way to the upside again. Okay, here we also have another one, support, resistance, pivot point areas right there. So right, let's stay with these ones, and monthly. Right now, let's head back to the weekly. So right here we can see price trying to make its way to the downside. Excuse me, what the hell is this? Oops. Okay, it was double. All right, here, so at this point I'm expecting nothing more than a reverse, like market should buy. but so far the market is still going down. So what I'm waiting for this week is see how the candle is going to close for the week. So right now I'm just staying out on this one, and also the daily is here. So the daily probably might actually give us a clue of what might happen for this week in this market. But right now we see that short-term view price is down. Okay, so I'm expecting price to go all the way up based on extension right to the downside. We should expect a retracement somewhere. So my retracement for me, I'll be expecting it to be somewhere here from this level, okay, right here, you know, go up before, if it wants to continue to sell, then it goes down, right? The candlestick signal is going to give us a clue. Let's just wait and see how things unfold in this one for now. GBP CAD. So GBP CAD is selling. GBP CAD is selling. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame first. Yes, so we got a high wave candle right here. So this is a little bit somehow. Okay, quickly let me adjust something here. All right, there we go. So it's crazy, huh? With that high wave candle at the middle right there, it's a really a complicated situation here. So yes, it's a little bit complicated. The market is meant to buy, but you know, we have a lot of resistant area here. Price keep rejecting here, so I guess the market want to retrace. Hopefully we'll be looking at price coming towards this level. Hopefully it's going to happen, right? GBP CAD monthly time frame. I didn't draw my support resistance pivot point yet, so let's just manage this here. Right here, let's see. It's one hell of a complicated market. Consolidating. So this sell was a predicted sell because market gap. But normally I'll be expecting a buy, okay? Because we have 1, 2, 3. That's extension and retracement. So the retracement is right here. So I'll be looking at buy for the week, but unfortunately the market is selling right now. So I guess it's going to be sell for the week, I guess. Okay. And then we have a crown, or we have a 3 Buddha top right here. If you want to call it a head and shoulder, it's also the same thing. 3 Buddha top, it's the east, which is Japan, and then head and shoulder is the west. So it's the same scenario. All right. So right now, it is normal on Friday for this market to sell. Why? Because the idea of this candle here, that was on Thursday, it's this is actually supposed to buy, but unfortunately the candle on Friday is that this was on Friday, this was on Monday. So the market on Monday actually changed the situation because this market was supposed to buy to the upside, not sell, right? But now it's buying, so it's buying, it's selling rather. So probably we might see price still come down towards this area. Then I'll be looking for opportunity to buy from here. Yes. On the weekly, I'll go back to the weekly on the other hand. So it is as if the market wants to come down towards this high wave candle that took place here before this buy. So I believe the market should buy from here. You know, I believe the market should continue to go up from this area, but we'll see how the daily is going to close. Maybe we'll have another opportunity to check the market and see if we can buy. But this market looks like what is coming down right now, at least right now, somewhere here. But I'm just going to stay out anyway. I'm out. What do we have here? What do we have? We have GBP CHF is a sell. That was my projection anyway. It's a sell. I projected the Swiss franc gaining, a lot of strength, and then the market should drop. Yes. So we got a threshing candlestick pattern. Threshing. So we have trusting rather. Yes, this market should buy, but so far it is selling, right? Taking a look at the weekly. So sometimes a doji at a key level of support could also serve as we want to stay put, indecision in this scenario. We got bearish pressure from the week. Okay, so this is a beautiful doji. We should have been expecting a buy. So this area was a buy area. Okay, you can see the market ascend all the way to this level before it comes down or came down here. So at this point in time, I'm expecting price should buy, but unfortunately price gapped all the way down here. It bought and then I sell it. Let's hope this is going to stand. Then maybe we'll see a buy next week. But right now I'm just staying on the sideline. Let's watch and see how this market is playing out. Right? This is a sell for the week, no doubt. All the yen itself sell for the week. That was what I actually projected. But I'm not going to sell the market blindly, because as a matter of fact, this one I should be looking for an opportunity to buy, but it doesn't matter. I can still sell, but the market is not yet ready for me to sell. All right. Right now, if it closes bearish like this, wait for pullback and then sell. That's all. On this one, that is just all. So here on the weekly time frame, we got all of these spinning tops, and then we got this, and then this now. Hopefully this week is going to close bearish engulfing, and then we can see ourselves selling the retracement on this market in the future. All right. So GBP NZD and GBP and Euro NZD are just more like the same thing. So we have on the weekly time frame, we have the upcoming down market with the pink arrow showing that price is going down in the future. But then after making a new low, it is logical for the market to retrace. Okay, but right now we are seeing price, the bears and bull, they are trying to fight it out right here. So that it's a doji candle right there. All right, guys, at least right now. Okay, you can see that candle right there, just like we have it on Euro NZD. Okay, so we just wait, because previously we got 3 advancing soldier, 3 white soldier, 1 2 3. So price must come to retest the first one, which it actually did here, and price went all the way up. But right now price has also come back to retest this candle area. So from this area here, everything I'm expecting a buy. And also we also have what I called, what is that? 3 dark crow. So in the future, we're expecting price to also do the same thing, go to test this level, or probably it might even extend to this level before it starts selling. We'll see. Maybe the daily is going to give us some clue, right? So this was the market I'm expecting to buy. Now we have a spinning top at a key level of support, spinning top candlestick signal, and this is an external consolidation. So what external consolidation means is when market approach a key level after, in this scenario, after a strong sell, and then start consolidating, okay, and it start consolidating, one thing is involved. The market is trying to, okay, this is an accumulation phase. During accumulation phase, we're expecting price to push up, right? So a buy is what I'm expecting to come up in this area, not further sales. But then if a market is trending, in this case, to the downside, and then start consolidating at the middle, we want to watch out for the consolidation, because the consolidation is going to be very, very little. All right, little candles, not huge candles, little candles at the middle, and they will be expecting after the consolidation, the market should continue the trend towards the downside, for example. Okay, so now the market is consolidating at an extension area, you guys can see here. So this was the extension, retracement, extension, start consolidating. I'm expecting a buy okay, in this one, because right now I can see that this market with this candle here previously, it's a sign of tug of war between bulls and bears, but spinning top at a level of support. Well, we'll see how this is going to close, and I'm expecting a buy either way to this level, not sell. But if it did sell, no problem. I'm just going to wait for the buy to come before I take my chances. All right. Right now I'm just going to stay out. GBP USD. So GBP USD, you know, as I projected buy for the week, hopefully we'll see what's going to happen. Here we got a beautiful pricing candlestick pattern. Yes. And you know, it was a short-term view that was down previously on Friday, Thursday, Friday, although Friday bought, and I'm still expecting the market to buy to the upside. And you know, dollar is weak, so it's an opportunity for GBP, the pounds, to, you know, crush the dollar, at least for now. And we can see from the blue line perspective, this one, the long-term view is up, and the short-term view was down previously, and then we got the buy. Now market is pushing to the downside. We'll see. For me, I'm expecting price to come all the way to this up area here for the week, because already our key level of resistance has been terminated. So maybe we're going to get a retest and the price will go up right here. Then in the future, maybe we are going to see further sales to the downside. All right, so that's my take on GBP USD. On the daily, on the other side, right here, well, maybe like I said, price might actually come down here, you know, before it goes all the way up back again. If it does that, I'll be buying from here. All right, and that's on that. NZD card. NZD card. What do we have on NZD card? NZD card is a sell. We have a large consolidation, huge consolidation, believe me. So you don't want to miss out from this. You don't want to miss out on this. Remove. All right, here we go. You guys can see the consolidation. Yeah, that's it on the weekly time frame. So normally you can see the market is selling, because for me it's a sell. So we have a gap right here. Okay, we have a gap right here. So here's going to be, it's going to serve as support also. So a little bit of a complication situation is going to take place right there. So we'll see how it's going to go. Anyway, it's a sell. All right. On the daily, so here we got last engulfing right here at key level, last engulfing. So this situation that we are seeing here now is just like what we have on AUD card, right? And this, we have a spinning top candlestick signal. So this candlestick signal is actually gave us early signal that this market is shifting from the upside to the downside. So here you can see the market is, you know, slowly approaching the downside, and you can see how beautiful it is with the Western indicator. Price is also doing what? It's gradually descending, right? Yeah, but I'm just going to chill, because right now I don't have a strong confirmation to sell right now on the 4-hour or the 1 hour. So because like I said, I like to trade the markets with the confirmation of the west and east indicators. So right now a beautiful sell has already gone from here, which I should have sold. Yes, I think I'm in this market. Yes, I'm in this market right now. So it was a beautiful sell, and now price is going down gradually. I think that's NZD card right here. Let's take a look at that on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, you guys can see here, there's a position there right now, and the price is going nicely. Okay, so it's just 1 for 2. Hopefully the market is going to give me that profit right there. All right, here we have price going down, so it's still a sell no matter what, but we have to put our eyes closely on this one here. Okay, the movement here, this candle should close bearish. If it does, then we're expecting further sales to the downside in the future. NZD CHF is a sell, no doubt. Weekly time frame, let me see. Yes, it's a sell. That's just what I projected anyway. We'll see how the market is going to be on the before the week ends. All right. NZD JPY is a sell, no doubt. Okay, it's no brainer. If you ask me, it's a sell. And we have first, because previously we have extension, retracement extension. Now we have extension, the blue line, which is the first, like an upcoming 50% upcoming market wave to the upside. So after that, we are going to be expecting price to do what? To sell off. So Fibonacci 50 retracement area, which I consider to be towards this level. So price is going to come down, hopefully, right? Yes, but here is going to be another situation area price must reject from. First here, if it manages to break out, then it's going to approach this level. That's on the monthly time frame here. Yes, no, the weekly rather. So let's put our eyes on this market and see how it's going to close for this week. If this candle closes strong bearish just like this, this is going to be a traditional dark cloud cover candlestick pattern at a very key level. Okay, and I'm considering this area as a key level because it's the monthly resistance band area. Okay guys, monthly resistance band area. I've talked about the monthly resistance band in some of my videos some times ago, right? So the monthly resistance band area is an area where we want to always reverse whatever we are buying, in case in this scenario, if it's sell, we want to reverse for a buy. If it's a buy, we want to reverse for a sell. All right, and let's see if it's going to happen. On the daily, what do we have here on the daily? So we have bearish engulfing, still the market bought, and then we have a doji, a beautiful doji right here, and then price did not close above the doji, and this happened, right? So this, we have a last engulfing pattern right here, okay, and this closes a bearish. So if this closes further bearish for this week, then I mean for today, we want to continue to sell on the smaller time frame. So I'll be trying to align myself according to my strategy to sell this market. So if it actually did continues to sell and close bearish on the daily, what I want to wait for to see is price to do that reversement, okay, on the stochastic to the upside, okay, right here, and I'm going to try to align. Hopefully we're going to see a retracement, then I'll sell to the downside. So patience, right? Patience. NZD USD. So just like we have a consolidation on the NZD card, we also have consolidation. You guys can see here right now on the higher time frame, even on the 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame. So we have previously we got support here, 1, got resistance 2, support 3, and now resistance 4. So our consolidation has just completed 100%, right? Equal areas for resistance, equal areas for support. Now we got this beautiful doji. So normally this doji, I was actually being I was waiving my decision when it comes to this market right here. Why? Because I would have wished, okay, I forgot. I think my analysis was buy on this one. And if my analysis was buy, then it's correct because of this doji. I actually do not like where this doji cross closes actually. If this doji cross actually did happen somewhere here, I would have predicted short for the week. But because it's, you can see the long-term view was up, but before the closing of the session, sellers were able to push price all the way to this level, and this candle gapped and still closes a doji right here. All right, So closing doji right here, not up here, was a very tough and tough decision for me to make, to say, okay, now the price is here, I'll be expecting a buy for the week instead of selling, right? But now the market is buying. Anything can still happen in the future, but right now I'm just going to wait and see how this weekly candle is going to close. That's one. And also how the daily candle is going to close. Will I be able to sell the markets? Well, I don't know. We just have to wait and see what happens. So on Friday, Monday, and then we have here Tuesday, right? So that is how it is. That's how it is. And USD CAD, let's see the dollar index quickly before I round up. Dollar index is, yeah, it's a drop, it's gap up and then it's falling. And so at this point in time, I'm expecting dollar index to gain its strength at this level for a buy. But if not, it might still continue to sell again. All right. USD CAD is a sell, no brainer, it's a sell here. USD CAD is a sell. It's meant to sell. It actually did so from here, so a retest of that area and price is going down right now. So right here, so the long-term view previously was down and the market retraced, so I'm expecting more sell to the downside as a long-term view and short-term view, down, 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 right? And we can see here now price is selling massively, right? We'll see how it's going to close for the week, but right now price is going all the way down after creating double top, and this we are seeing this happening here right now. USD CHF is a sell, no doubt, as I projected. It's a sell. You guys can see it might actually still push up for this week, who knows, but so far it's a sell on Monday, and then Tuesday, today we are here. All right, the doji happening right there. USD JPY, it's a massive sell. That was what I projected, and then as you guys can see, it's selling. See, this happened yesterday. This is a strong, beautiful, bearish engulfing. This is I call this sexy bearish engulfing candlestick signal. And then we have this selling also on the weekly time frame. On the other hand, right, the gap has already been terminated, so it's no longer valid with this, and then price gap up and now it's falling down massively. If this closes like this for this week, if this candle closes like this for this week, whoa, you don't want to miss the buy. I mean, the sell that is coming up next week, hopefully. All right, you don't want to miss it, so stay tuned with me, because next week I'm still going to be sharing a lot of stuff with you guys. Okay, so if you watch this video and you like it so far, my analysis, please feel free to like, okay, share, subscribe for more. All right, I would really appreciate it. So let's quickly round this up by checking gold. So gold is a buy, no doubt. I don't know, anybody is not going to argue that gold is not going to buy. It's a buy still. Long term, gold is still a buy. It is selling for today. You know, we got a high wave candle right here. The high of that high wave candle is a key factor to watch out for. You guys can see. So it attempts to break it, but it's come down. It's still down here right now. So we'll see. But gold on the long term run, gold is still buy. Bitcoin is going to go down, right? I don't know how long, but it's a sell. Okay, let's see on the weekly. Let me not jump this. All right, so everything is balanced. So normally I'll be expecting a buy on this guy, but it doesn't seem like it wants to to buy right now. It still seems like he wants to sell. So we'll see how everything goes. But at this junction, I'm expecting a retracement to the upside. So I'm still seeing buy on this one, at least for now. Also, we'll see how this candle is going to close for the month. If the monthly candle closes above this green line, all right, that is going to happen for sure. So let's keep our finger crossed and see how it goes. All right, thank you very much, all of you. I appreciate you. See you maybe before the week ends or maybe next week. All right, until then, stay tuned and enjoy your business.